Hey guys, Chelsea here. Now, this is actually painful for me. Now, one thing now this is something I've actually been complaining about on Discord recently. But if you haven't been on any of my Discords I'm on, which is well, I've just been saying it mostly in the Enlightened Discord. But basically, I made a video. I would say about 20 minutes ago. Right, this came out about 10 minutes ago. I made a video 10 minutes long, 20 minutes ago. Was about to upload it, then bang! The fucking dev post comes out. And do you know what's funny as well? Many of that stuff I was talking about is actually in the dev post. Like, I did not know any of it. And then I just look and I'm just like, you are taking the fucking piss right now. Again. I did predict a few things in the dev post. I am tempted of uploading it. Like, if you guys want me to upload the video, I might upload it later if you guys want it, but to see how much of it I was actually accurate by. But yeah, this is looking at some of the stuff. As you can see here, the MKB and the Thompson are in this. As well as this, there's also an Italian, not Italian, a Hungarian SMG, which looks interesting. For some reason, the Soviets are now going to realise what the pain the Axis had to go through with using this ugly piece of wank. So yeah, you can see here there's a few trophy weapons. Like, you can see the Allies get this piece of wank, whereas the Axis actually get something unique here, and they get the PPSH, which is quite cool. Now, there's also the Maxims have been added, and there's a few new animations and stuff, which are you can see here some of the stuff here that I can't really see much of the difference here. This of course has a different cut texture on the stock. This has a. I don't know. I really do prefer this PPSH texture, to be honest, the old one to the new one. Also some react effects, but here's the whole thing. So, I am actually crying at seeing some of these because I was actually predicting these correctly. That was the scary thing. So, one thing which is actually quite interesting is you don't actually, by the looks of things, you don't get assaulters. Wait, when do you get assault? It doesn't look like you get assaulters until. Wait, it doesn't actually show you when you get assaulters, actually. It says when you get assaulter 2s, but not assaulter 1s. I'm guessing the medics will probably be assaulter 1s. So that's quite interesting, actually. And I think that could be interesting if that's how they implement it in the other campaigns. Now, let's just go over half the things I said. So, I predicted that it was going to be stuff like the Mosin, the Kar-98. Obviously, that's obvious. I didn't predict the Winchester to be in it. Neither did I predict the Mannlicher. If I'm being honest, I was predicting more of the other modes and stuff. But to be honest, yeah, that makes sense that the Mannlicher and the Kar-98s are in it. So the Winchesters are not very early, which obviously will have people who love the Winchesters up in arm because they love, those crazy fanatics. So you can see here as well, you also get the PPD and the MP28, which everyone knew that was coming. After that, you get the Yak and the BF-19. This is the interesting one. You get the Breda against the MG13. Now, personally, I think that the MG13 is much better. It's one of the best one of the best LMGs in the game. But the Breda, in my opinion, isn't that good. Like, it's a really poor SMG. Now, here's the thing as well, buddy. All of the things in gold here, these are the premium stuff. So you can see here stuff like the AVT and the NKB here, the PPSHs. So if you buy into it, the mortars as well, the T-34. So by the looks of things, it says there 60% of the levels will be available for free, which I don't know how this so some of the stuff you can see here which have been locked behind the paywall are kind of significant, but it's not insanely. It's not like, say, you're locking the whole campaign behind the pay tree like they used to do. And you will get stuff like the KV-1 and the Panzer IV F2 as well, which aren't locked behind the paywall, so that's interesting, to be honest. But there are stuff like the PPSH, which will be locked behind the paywall, and the Hungarian SMG, whatever it is. So, yeah. T-34, obviously, versus the Panzer 3N. I don't know how this will play out, but it looks like the T-34 will be dominant. It looks like the Allies will be dominant in the early campaign until the Axis get the Panzer IV F2, which might be able to take down which I believe have heat rounds, so they might be able to take down stuff like the KV-1 and the T-34, so that would be interesting, actually. As well as this, it looks like you can have a KV-1 and the T-34 as well, because the T-34 looks like it goes into the base tankers. After that, you get the PTRS and the Panzerbushel, or the actually that's the heat grenade one, isn't it? Then you get the SVT 38 and the Gavir 41 at level 9, which are radio operators. Obviously, you get the this, I don't know what that is, and of course you get the Stuka. DP27 and MG34 really early for these ones, but compared to, like, it's much earlier than even Normandy. Not as early as something like, say, as Berlin for them, but still quite early. Obviously, Gunners being at level 6 is incredibly early, but yeah, I don't know. Mortars, no one cares about, and again, rifle grenades, no one cares about. But these are going to be the interesting one. The KV-1, people have been asking for in Moscow, and but I think this would be a better pick for Stalingrad over Moscow. Could be interesting. It really could be interesting. The SVT versus the ZH-29. Now, this is really what pissed me off a lot, because I said in my ill-fated predictions video that the SVT 38 would be unlocked at a low level, and then around level 15, around halfway through the tech tree, that's when I said it was around level 13 to level 15 would be where you unlock the SVT 40, which really pissed me off. PPS 42 and the MP 40, quite high unlock for the MP 40 in my opinion, but yeah, obviously it's the MP 40 again, so we're getting that again for everyone who loves this weapon. You can unlock it for a 5th time. Hooray! More planes. I think that's a Hungarian. That looks like a Hungarian plane by the designation and the P4. I'm guessing that's an American Lend-Lease or something. Sniper SVT versus pre-war. Again, I don't really like the fact that it's it's kind of the same as the old well, basically every campaign with the Germans other than Normandy. Ironic. DT-29 versus the MG-42. I wasn't predicting the DT-29 to appear. But I was predicting that the MG-42 would appear. I was thinking they were going to have the Madden, then something else, and then like the DP-27 or the DP-29. I didn't think the DT-29 would be appearing, but I did predict the MG-42, obviously these two. This was the interesting stuff. I didn't predict the Damia, and I didn't predict, or whatever it is, a Dalnivia, the Hungarian SMG. And I didn't predict the Thompson appearing either. And again, you can see another T-34 variant and the Panzer IV-G. I think these are I think that's in Moscow already. A20, because of course there is, and another, I believe that's Hungarian. And this is the interesting stuff. The PPSH and the PPSH with being a trophy PPSH. Obviously, everyone predicted the PPSH, but I don't think anyone predicted the MP7, the 717 being, because that's what it was designated. It was designated as the MP717. So they could have easily thrown people off by putting MP717 here, which I think would have been even cooler, because people would be like, oh, what the hell is this? And if people actually knew what the 717 was, they'll say, oh, it's a PPSH for the Axis. This is the very interesting one. The SVT, oh, the AVT, obviously, which people, I thought it was going to be something like the AVS, to be honest. I thought the AVS was going to appear here, but it's going up against the MKB 42, which, honestly, that's scary. That is scary. This could potentially be more overpowered than the FG42. That could potentially be more overpowered, because this is going to be essentially an assault rifle. Because even though it says carbine, even though it's a carbine, technically, it's not a carbine. The same way that it's not a sniper rifle. AVS versus a sniper variant. Personally, it's interesting, in my opinion, what's being added. And here you can see just the, pre-purchase. And, you know, you can get the unique details, and you also get the bonus, obviously, which you can says here. Personally, I think it's interesting. I don't like that the Braider's in it. I think that should be something like the Madden, because A, it's the Braider, but I think the Soviet players are actually going to hate this. They're going to cry now, because they're actually going to realise, oh shit, this is actually what the Axis have to deal with in other campaigns. So Soviet-only players are probably going to throw that away quickly. Oh boy, until they get their DPs. But yeah, honestly, I think I was predicting most of this. There's a few things I wasn't predicting, like the PPS 42. I was thinking they could add this, but they might not. I was predicting something like the PPT drum mag, something like that. But yeah, I'm just gonna end the video here. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave your thoughts in the comments. If you guys actually do want to see the video I made, leave your thought. Tell me in the comments if you do. Obviously, I would put a community poll up, but I can't actually active community yet because I don't have much subscribers. But oh well. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you want to see it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.